the beginning, God created the heavens and He created the earth. He created every living thing upon the earth. Thousands of years later, along comes myself, Ed Waters, and I created FreeCircle so I could bring you the fireside. We want to bring you truth with integrity, insight that's right, and stories that matter the most today. So climb on in, buckle up, let's take a ride on the fireside. Welcome to the fireside. It's a little bit later today than usual with the fireside. I've been doing a lot of thinking. I've been busy, got a lot of things going. But yet, I had to hold off on today's show until I actually knew what I wanted to talk about. Humanity coming together, understanding people. We are in a hurt, people. We've got this big political upheaval. We've got a rivalry going. And nobody wants to give an inch. And all their supporters, are they educated in what is going on? See, what brings this to my attention is the word amnesty. People get very heated over this word amnesty. But yet, nobody tends to understand what amnesty truly is. It gets thrown around a lot. So let's define what amnesty is. Amnesty, as a noun, an official pardon for people who have been convicted of a political offense. Let's read that one more time. Get this, it's important. It's an official pardon. But this pardon is for people who have been convicted of a political offense. And this is the part of amnesty that people are not understanding. As a verb, it's grant an official pardon to. The guerrillas would be amnestied and allowed to return to civilian life. So basically, it's a pardon. An official pardon for people who have been convicted of political offenses. That's very, very important to understand. Has anybody been convicted? Well, yes, there's been convictions. But does anybody look up what is actually being talked about here? A pardon for political prisoners, offenders who have been convicted of political offenses. Amnesty. Let's really understand what's being played out before we get worked up. When we throw words around like that, if we're a politician, you have to understand the bulk of your citizenship does not educate themselves. They just blindly trust. That is where we go wrong, my friends. Blind trust. Those slicksters that look good, talk good, wolves in sheep clothing. What's being played out before your eyes is a trick. And people are not seeing it. Educate yourself, people. It's very important. Understand where we are, what we should be doing. Get involved. Don't let these so-called experts tell you you're inadequate. You don't apply here because you don't understand. Amnesty. Yeah, they want to make you feel inadequate so they can rule the world. But look where it's gotten us. Are you really ready to throw it all into the hands of a few calloused individuals that want to rule the world? What we are seeing here in our political realm right now is a joke. Nobody's holding these offices with high honor. These people playing these games, are you going to allow it to happen to you? Prepare yourself. You should educate yourself on how to be self-sufficient. These games being played, it's not good, people. The South China Sea is being militarized. Do you realize the trade and the cargo that comes through the South China Sea? Imagine the devastation when that pops. Oh, people are blind and they don't see the games that are being played around the world. It's time to educate yourself. Don't let experts tell you you don't know what you're talking about. That's a diversion tactic. Just look away from them. Laugh at them. Because actually they're pretty funny. They know they've lost. They're cowardice. Because they're trying to manipulate the population. It's not a good idea. So, yeah. The shutdown, it's getting deep. It's gonna wake some people up, I hope. But maybe this is what we actually need. A big wake up. But I'm telling you, there's bigger plans than what's going on. People are just not looking in the right places. Keep the diversion going on the food. See, that's a big problem. You're so dependent on what they give you, you're blind to reality. Better wake up. The game's getting real, people. Learn how to take care of yourself. Learn how to plant food. Learn how to grow a garden. We just had some kids come into the world. Goat kids. Start a little farm. It can change your life. It makes you see the world in a different way. Get prepared. The world is changing. There's attitudes. There's a lot of power plays being played. And I want you to understand, we the people are strong. Don't fight each other. Come together and find out what's being played against us. Don't get tied up into all of that amnesty. There's a lot of diversion going down. What's really happening? You better ask yourself that. It's kind of important, don't you think? Well, that's it for another FreeCircle Fireside. Thank you for joining us. You can find us on the web at freecircle.website. You can join in on the live shows or leave a message and we'll get your voice out over the message. The call-in line is 971-533-7805. Join FreeCircle, get your voice out, and thank you for joining the fireside. Ed, FreeCircle, out.